So we have the big information regarding banners here. So we have a beginner banner at the start of the game. The first story, 50 pulls in the standard banner will be part of the beginner banner. The pulls will have a 20% discount, requiring only 8 standard pulls to perform 10 pulls. You will be able to get one of the following elite dolls guaranteed at 50 pulls. Once the 50 pulls are complete, the banner will disappear. Do not convert Collapse Crystal to standard pulls. You will be able to get enough for this banner just by playing the story mode campaign. As usual, never transform your Collapse Crystal into standard pool. It's always keep them for limited rate up banners. Okay, we also have the limited character banner. Each limited doll banner usually lasts for the duration of the event, 3 to 4 weeks. Premium pulls are required to pull for the limited doll banner. 10 premium pulls can be exchanged for 1500 Collapse Crystal. Okay, we have a good idea. So it's 1500. Good to know. It's not 3000, it's not 2800, it's 15. It's a nice round number. We like those. Limited banner dolls currently do not join the standard banner. So if you miss them, they're gonzo. You have to wait for a rerun. Apparently, they do rerun frequently, so that's good to know. The character pool chance is 50-50. This means that if you pull a standard or elite doll, there is a 50% chance that you will get the desired rate up doll. You're guaranteed to pull a standard doll, standard weapon, or elite doll every 10 pull. The base rate for elite doll is 0.6%. PD starts from 58 pulls, increasing the rate of elite doll acquisition to 1.89%. You're guaranteed an elite doll at 80 pulls, soft pity. No, that's a hard pity. After acquiring an elite doll, the PT count will be reset. If the elite doll acquired is not the rate up doll, the next elite doll will be guaranteed to be the rate up doll. Hard pity at 160 pull. Okay, I use different terms. Personally, I say the soft pity is at 58. To me, this is how I count it, okay? 58 to me is soft pity. Then a hard pity, that's when you guarantee the SSR, an SSR character. And then if you want the rate-up character, you gotta pull at 160. That's why I got a bit confused, but they just use different terms, that's fair. So essentially, 160 pull, fully guaranteed the rate-up characters on the limited time banner. But, you know, that's only if you're lucky. If you're lucky and you win the 50-50, it only costs you 80 pulls if you go to hard pity, essentially, right? So very good to know. This is essentially the same as any Hoyoverse game, or Wuthering Waves, for example, right? So you go to 80 pulls, 50-50. If you lose, the next time you reach 80 pulls, you're guaranteed the rate up character. Very cool. Now we also have the limited weapon banner. Each limited weapon banner usually lasts for the duration of the event, 3 to 4 weeks. Those weapons are almost always going to be the signature weapon of the character that has a rate up. So here we have KittyKathee here, and this is KittyKathee's signature weapon. Premium pulls are required to pull for the limited weapon banner. 10 premium pulls can be exchanged for 1500. It's the same as before. Limited banner weapon will not join the standard banner. The character pull chance, the weapon pull chance, is 75 to 25%. It means that if you pull a standard or signature weapon, there is a 75% chance that you will get a desired rate up weapon. Very, very cool. You are guaranteed to pull a standard weapon or signature weapon every 10 pulls. The base rate for signature weapon is 0.7, up from 0.6 for the character. PD start from 50 pull, increasing the rate of signature weapon acquisition to 2.18. You're guaranteed a signature weapon at 70 pulls. So it's 70 pull instead of 80 pull. And the PT count will be reset. And if you lost the 70-25, you're guaranteed the signature rates up at 140 pulls. So essentially, the rates are the 75-25. This is similar to HSR, where the character is 50-50 and the weapon is 75-25, or the light cone, or whatever you want to call it. They're EEDs, so those are pretty good. Let's be real, it would be better to be like Wuthering Waves, where you're simply 100% chance to get the weapon. But this is still better than like Genshin, for example, right? So this is not too bad. And then finally, we have the standard banner. So the standard banner is permanent. Thanks for the follow. I'm getting some follow, but it's not updating here, so I apologize. Standard pulls are required to pull for the standard banner. 10 standard pull can be exchanged for 1500 Collapse Crystal. Now, never trade your Collapse Crystal into standard pull. Never, 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 never. The Collapse Crystal, you only want to trade them for the for the limited characters. The reason why is very simple. If you pull for limited characters and you lose your 50-50, you're gonna get a permanent character, right? Meanwhile, if you trade your collapsed crystal for the permanent character, you're just gonna win a permanent character. And you don't care about that because you're just gonna get them eventually by losing 50-50. I don't wish anyone to lose their 50-50, but eventually it's gonna happen. So those characters, over time, you are going to get them. So don't actively pull for them with premium currency. Only use the free tickets that you get from events, from dailies, from weeklies, from monthlies, from just playing the main campaign, etc, etc. Never trade your collapsed crystal. Never! Alright. Elite dolls or signature weapons can be selected at any time to be placed on rate up, increasing the probability of getting them to 50%. So essentially, here, if you choose this girl, you have 50% chance to get her. Essentially, you can still increase the chance of one of the characters you want. It's very similar to Wuthering Waves, and the same thing for the weapon, I assume, with 75-25, probably. Maybe not, maybe you can only choose one. You're guaranteed to pull a standard doll, standard weapon, elite doll, or signature weapon every 10 pulls. Very, very interesting. The base rate for elite dolls and signature weapon is 0.6, so this is the same as the limited character banner. When you acquire an elite pull, the chance of getting a doll or weapon is 50-50. The pity starts from 58 pulls, increasing the rate of an elite pull to 189. You're guaranteed an elite pull at 80 pulls. After acquiring an elite pull, the pity count will reset. There will be an elite doll selector. Ooh, okay. So after you perform 260 normal banner pulls, you get a elite doll selector, where you can choose the doll you want among the below selection. Those are all the permanent characters. Do not fast track to the elite doll selector with collapsed crystal. You'll be able to afford the selector after a few months of gameplay. So here you'll be able to pick any of those SSR dolls that are permanently available in the standard banner. So obviously some of the best here are going to be this girl there. Tololo is okay at the beginning. Sabrina stays relatively good overall. Nagant is okay, she kind of drops off in the late game. This girl here, Vepli, she's pretty bad, don't pick her. And then the cat girl, if you like Corrosion Team and you're betting, you intend to pull for Mekti or Cloke in the future, you can go for her, definitely she's going to be useful later on. Now, advise with banner. Pull with your PP, not your brain. True! Pull for your waifus, essentially is what this means. Don't think too much about the meta, it doesn't really matter. If you like meta, it's perfectly fine. But if you just like a character very, very much, all characters are going to be useful, you can make them work. The game, it's a gacha game, all gacha games are really not that hard. You can make it work with suboptimal characters. Do not convert your collapsed crystal into standard pool. I'm saying it, they're saying it, everybody's saying it. Never do that. You can always get the dolls in the standard pool anytime. If you lose a 50-50, you'll get them anyway. Never, 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 never do that. Consult older doll-specific guides for the appropriate amount of vertebrates you need for the doll to be effective. Vertebrate? Okay. So here we have an info sheet. This talks about the guarantee thingy. Info sheet, blah, blah, blah. And this is just a lot of information regarding the characters, all of the numbers, etc, etc. We're not going to be looking at that right now. So there we go. We're getting a lot of information here. Now, we have extra things. This is something that always happens. When you get a character, when you get a copy, every time you get something, you get some extra ticket that they can then use to, you know, exchange. Other than getting weapons and dolls in different grades, you also get blue and yellow tickets upon getting dolls and weapons depending on their rarity. So if you get a R weapon, because there's no R characters, you'll get 2 blue tickets. Now when you get SR characters, which are the elites, you are gonna get 12 yellow tickets. If you're dismantling the weapon, or you already have max constellation, max sequences, max duplicates, V6 essentially in this game, instead of getting 12 yellow tickets, you automatically get 18 yellow tickets, okay? And for the SSR, it's the same thing. When you get an SSR, you get 60 yellow tickets, and if you have them V6, so max duplicate for some reason, you'll get 90 instead, okay? Now those tickets, you will be able to exchange them in the shop for a lot of various items, such as premium and standard pools, combat reports, weapon reports, kill tree materials, attachment boxes, etc, etc. And all of the shop resets 1 per month on the first day of the month. So this is pretty important. You can see here, it's like 10 blue, 10 tickets here. I don't know if those are blue tickets or yellow tickets, but either way, you can get like a few pools here and there. Oh, down here, there are the pools here. So those are 3 standard pool. Those are 3 rated pools. Very important to get. It's probably one you want to make sure that you're able to get every single month. But you also got to get some premium ones, okay? So this is the yellow, so that's the blue ticket exchange. With the blue ticket, you always get the pools, and then if you really need some of the other stuff, that can be useful to get, but make sure you'll always save enough to get the monthly stuff. Now we have the yellow ticket exchange shop. The yellow ticket can be acquired by rolling standard and elite rarity dolls and weapons, as well as dismantling standard and elite rarity weapon. Those will be automatically converted to yellow tickets if you get them after V6. This ticket can be used to get signature weapons of some dolls as well as premium and standard pools. The signature weapon have an exchange limit of 1 per month. The pools are permanent and do not have an exchange limit. Alright, so this is classic stuff. Essentially, if you get an SSR, you get 2 extra pools. So this is useful if you just want to, generally speaking, people always exchange those for extra pools, for extra limited pools. But if you're really lacking like a good weapon, you can always exchange for one of the signature. That's something you can do. Generally speaking, you want to trade them for pools, right? Because here, 900 pools, like that's 900 tickets for a signature weapon. And instead you could get, let's count quickly, 90 divided by 3, 3 times 3, that's 30 pool. So do you want 30 pool or do you want a signature weapon? Most people are going to go for 30 pools, right? Because that's going to be like slightly over a third of an SSR character. Advice for pool exchange. Always change your blue ticket for both standard and premium pools when they reset at the start of the month. Some weapons, the yellow ticket exchange are worth 900 tickets. For example, Tololo and Kyongshu's signature weapon if you don't have it yet. But generally, you want to exchange all of your yellow tickets for premium pools. There we go. Alright, so that's what you gotta know regarding the banners, regarding the rate ups, how likely you are to get them, the pity functions, as well as the exchange shop that you can get with the tickets, all of those premium currencies that you are gonna need. Alright, so hopefully this is useful. I mean, I like knowing this. This is very similar to a lot of the other gachas. It's nice to see that we have some decent rates. It's nice to see that it's like only 80 pulls instead of 90 like Genshin for the characters. Unfortunately, it's still a 50-50. The weapon is like HSR's light cone system, so it's 75-25, but it's only 70 for the hard PD instead of 80. And finally, the standard banner, we are getting a free pick. We can also choose one of the dolls or weapons to have a 50% increased chance to get them when you get the character, when you get an elite, essentially. So that's pretty good. Overall, pretty good. We appreciate those. Clapping my hands.